All right, there was one good news story from this past year, which is I did recently discover that I might be able to go to a full scholarship and go back to college playing women's sports. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, there we go. And there are some college sports I feel like I could be great at, like female college wrestling. Yeah. You know how good it'd be at that? Like, I could totally grab bitches and chuck them into a mat. Like, that would be easy. And then I realized, what, worst case scenario, you get pinned by some sweaty lady in spandex? Like, that's not losing. I'm just saying, I'd be a great female college wrestler. I could easily do that. And now here's the best part about becoming a female college athlete is they let you keep your dick, which is pretty cool. That's, 'cause I feel like that would have been a deal breaker, you know? And when I heard that this lady was able to keep her dick, instantly I started going through all the pictures. That's what I started doing. I'm scrolling left and right. I'm going through all of them. I didn't see anything anywhere. And I'm like, this would have been way more fun if she just had like the world's biggest hog. She's out there passing the other swimmers. It's just floating behind her like a propeller. Or if it was so long, it actually just floated up at the surface like a fin. She's passing the other ones. They're just playing the Jaws music, like, dan it, dan it. Or if it looked like one of those things on a submarine. They're like, she's cheating. She's breathing out of her dick. All right. Now, obviously, we're all weirded out by this, and I think it's in part because it's new technology. And I think whenever there's new technology, people are weirded out by it. Like, I almost imagine if you lived in the future, and let's say there was a magic box. You could walk into the box, walk out the other gender, go back into the box, walk out the other gender. You guys think you might try that? Yeah. No? I would do it every Tuesday. That's what I would do. If I had plans, I'd go through that machine, become a lady, right? I'd go to some lesbian bar. I'd be sitting there, I'd be making conversation.
So beautiful.
I'd be like, wait a second, you're into vaginas? I'd be like, I love vaginas. Then we'd go back to her place, we'd be doing all sorts of lesbian stuff. We'd be like eating each other's boxes. I'd have like 18 orgasms. She'd have none, because I don't know what I'm doing. I honestly don't. I really... But then I would just cuddle up and cry in her arms. It'd be a beautiful night. Till the next morning when it turns out she was a dude who also went through the machines, but... Let's not dwell on that, everybody. Or once again, if I have plans on the weekend, I go back through that machine, I make myself a nice little dating profile. I'd go on a date, I'd be sitting there, and I'd be thinking like, wait, I can just complain about my job and then you'll pay for this? And then I'd go back to work as a man on Monday and make more money. That's a perfect system. Now, I feel like the real losers here, it's female athletes, right? Because when this lady was competing as a man, she was ranked number 462. Then she switches over to women's, she becomes number 1, which is kind of showcasing that female athletes, they're not good at their jobs. Like, they can do the job, but only if the people that can't do it aren't there, you know? It's like in the same way, if you went to the circus, it'd be fun to see midget firefighters. But if there was an actual fire, you'd be like, can we get some real firemen on this? And then can you imagine one of those little people? We're like, how come we don't make as much as the real firemen? I'd be like, you guys are little. I didn't realize you were retarded. Like, do I really have to explain this to you? All right. Now, the trans stuff got a lot louder this past year. Got a lot louder. It used to just be Caitlyn Jenner. In that case, that was pretty cool. Dude did 60 years as a dude. He won the Olympics, does the home stretch as a lady. I feel like that's living. You know what I mean? God bless. That's 2 lives in 1 life. Like, I respect that. But now, what I've discovered is I feel bad for the other people pursuing this, because for most people, even after they transition, they remain 20 times more likely to kill themselves. And I think I figured out why. Because I think in some situations, you're taking a miserable dude and you're giving him chick hormones, so now he's miserable and more emotional about it. So I don't really know that that's a working solution, you know what I mean?
Nope.
Oh, Dennis is rethinking his life choices right now.
He's gonna go take some pills.
All right, and now we've got top surgery and bottom surgery, and I'm gonna be clear, there's gonna be limited slides up ahead. I'm gonna spare you guys on some of these, but when it comes to top surgery, I'm all for top surgery. Let's get more tits into the world. Like, great. Are you kidding me? Like, if you took like Pamela Anderson, double D tits in her prime, and you put them on a horse, I'm checking out that horse. That's what I'm doing. I'm like, damn, that horse got some tits, like. And if maybe you put it on like a skinny horse with like some library glasses, I'll ex-hamster that late at night. Absolutely. I'll play gay horse chicken. You're sitting there, you're like, wow, that horse, and you're like, oh my God, that's a horse. I'm into horses. Oh my God. All right. That's top surgery. Bottom surgery, don't worry, no pictures. Let me tell you, I made the mistake of Googling that, and I think I now have 8 days left to live. I feel like, you look at those images, it's like the girl from The Ring. But all right, here's the thing with bottom surgery. I just kind of feel bad because as a Jewish person, from what I understand, it's not that good, and I don't like when people pay money for things that aren't that good, unless I'm the one selling it, in which case you're going to love this vagina. This vagina, you're going to love it. But the problem with bottom surgery is that apparently it requires some repair work. And that makes me feel bad because like I've owned like old cars and I'd hate to be in a situation where I'm using duct tape to keep my dick on. Like that just doesn't seem like a good approach. Now they're bringing it to kids. And firstly, they're saying that you can pause puberty. And that one, I actually hope it's true because you thought this generation was weird. Imagine what it'd be like you get a bunch of 35-year-olds going through puberty. Like, I feel like that can make for a fun genre of TikTok videos. But now, here's the bad stuff. They're even bringing it to little kids, and this is where it, like, truly just crosses the line. Because I found out that up to 80 to 95% of kids, they will grow out of it. And we're definitely not going to have any slides on this. So you got 80 to 95% of kids are going to grow out of it, and I figured out why. I figured it out. It's not that I'm a genius. I just figured it out. It's because at age 13, you start jerking off, and you realize, oh, my dick's great. I'm going to keep this. You're like, can you believe I almost got rid of this thing? Like, what the fuck was I thinking? You know what I mean? And by the way, and how are you possibly going to have that conversation with a 3-year-old? Well, I guess maybe like a priest could, but I'm just saying, like... Who else could possibly, you know what I mean? And like, I feel like this is the best I might be able to do, is to be like, hey, listen, from age 24 to age 34, your career might not be going that well, and jerking off might be the only thing that keeps you alive. So, that might be a keeper, you know what I mean? All right, so we've covered a lot of topics here. We've covered Russia, we covered Corona, we've covered a lot of shit, and I just want everyone to walk away with one clear message, which is, talk to your kids about keeping their dicks. I mean, your kids, no one else's kids. Don't be weird, anybody, but